Cubes. A cube is a special type of 3D shape. 3D means that it's solid. If you took one of the faces off of it, you could pour things inside or put things inside of it. A cube is a special kind of 3D shape. It has 6 square faces. Faces are these. They're kind of like the edges or the sides of the 3D shape, and they face outward. So a cube has 6 of those. So this would be 1, this would be 2, this top is 3. There would be a 4th down here that's sitting on the ground, a 5th facing the left, and then at the back there would be a 6th face facing outward. Cubes also have edges. Edges are the parts of the cube where the 2 faces meet. So like right here is an edge where these 2 meet. So 1, 2, 3, 4 edges, 5 edges, 6 edges, 7 edges, 8, 9 edges. And then there would be another edge going along the bottom here. That would be 10, one coming from the back, 11, and then one along here. That would be your 12th edge. Cubes also have vertices. Vertices are just like what we learned about in 2D shapes. They're sort of like the corners. They're where 2 edges or 3 edges meet each other. This cube has 8 vertices, 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there would be an 8th back here. 8 vertices. We talked on the previous slide about how a cube is made up of 6 square faces. That's important. Take a look at this graphic. So notice that if you unfolded your cube, you would have only squares. This is what a cube would look like if you took it apart and flattened it out. So do you see that all of the sides are squares? There are no rectangles, there are no triangles. There are only squares. 6 squares make up a cube. Let's take a look at some cubes that you may have seen before. So you guys should be familiar with these. We have these at school in our math bins. These are snap cubes. So when I talk about a cube here, I'm only talking about this part, not the part that snaps. This box is a cube, again, because this particular box has only square sides. Not all boxes are cubes. To be a cube, remember, it has to have all square sides. A dice is a type of a cube because all of its sides are square. These ice cubes are cubes. Ice cubes are different though because these ice cubes are cubes. As you can see, they're all square. But now sometimes when you go to a restaurant or the ice cubes that come out of your refrigerator, even though we call them ice cubes, they're not actually ice cubes. The ice cubes that come out of my refrigerator are actually kind of rounded, sort of. And then this is another example of a cube. This is a game from back in the 80s. That was a cube and you spin it around. So I'm going to show you some pictures. You decide in your head if it's a cube or not. So this beach ball, is this beach ball a cube? It is not a cube. This beach ball is round, doesn't have squares, so it is definitely not a cube. What about this box of floss? Look very carefully at it. Look particularly at these sides. You have to decide if these are squares. This is not a cube. It's not a cube because the top and the sides and the bottom are rectangles, not squares. How about this party hat? This is party hat as a cube. No, this party hat doesn't have any squares, so it's not a cube. How about this soup can? Is the soup can a cube? Nope, the soup can is actually a cylinder, which you'll learn about later. It is not a cube because it doesn't have any square faces. It has two faces and they're both round. How about this little baby toy? Is this guy a cube? Yes, this is a cube because it has 6 square faces. It's made up of only squares. All right, nice job. Now, for your exit ticket, I want you to look at this shape. I want you to count how many faces, how many edges, and how many vertices this shape has, and tell me why this shape is not a cube. Faces, edges, vertices, tell me why this shape is not a cube.